poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love, man. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, or my TikTok. If you guys want to drop it a follow, definitely feel free to. Shout out to my notification gang. Hopefully my notification gang pulls through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw for today was the Sagittarian. So let's go ahead and get it cracking, baby. What do we got going on here for Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Happy Thursday to everybody. Happy pre-Friday. Hope you guys are having yourselves a fantastic day so far. So let's see what we got going on. Messages for Team Sagittarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on, baby? What messages are coming up here for Saggy? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Sagittarius, we're going to get ourselves one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty awesome stuff. Sagittarius, overall energy for you is going to be the 10 of Cups. So you could be connecting potentially here with a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Having a look here at your current energy, we do have here the Lovers. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we got here the Six of Wands. And then lastly for Sagittarius is going to be the Queen of Swords. So stepping on into your next 24 hours, 10 of Cups over here, all the way to the Lovers card. I definitely feel like something that you guys are incredibly connected to is starting to become a very fulfilling thing in your life, Sagittarius. You're starting to grow very close to something, and you're seeing a lot of expansion there. It's like something here is really starting to fulfill you, really starting to make you happy. You know, this could be the identification that a relationship is going in a super good direction. So for those of you that are dealing with love or dealing with any sort of romantic connections here, it seems to me like things are going incredibly well, and you feel very happy at this time with whoever your current partner is. Now, if this is not about love, this could be about you actually growing really fond of what you do for your career, what you do for your work, or some of you guys here could be coming into some sort of new passion here, and you're starting to really connect with it. Because taking a look at what it is you're dealing with the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is an energy here of success. You're seeing something rapidly grow at a positive rate, and looking at the outcome here being the Queen of Swords, definitely feel here with the Queen of Swords, it's not something that's entailing anything negative. It's more so that you can see very clearly what it is that you have right in front of you and how good it is at this time and how much you are expecting a more positive future. It's like you see something right now that's good, and you know that that's going to be a part of your future. You know that that's going to continue to be fulfilling, and you're excited to keep moving forward with it. So Sagittarius is, for those of you guys that are in relationships in your next 24 hours, this can very well likely be the energy of you getting ready to plan a future with the person you're dealing with. You could be thinking about marriage, you can be thinking about children, you could be thinking about potentially proposing for a few of you guys. If this is not about love, like I've mentioned, you might have recently came into a new passion. Maybe you're finally starting to see that this could actually be your future, so you might be making a passion a career. For others of you, you might be incredibly content with your career at this time, and you're getting ready to make plans here to grow and expand. The point of this message, though, Sag, is that you have something that you know you really care about. You have something in your life right now that you know you really enjoy, and because you feel so connected to it, you're getting plans or making plans per se to keep it going in your future. You see something wonderful right now, and you don't want to lose that. You want to see more growth and expansion, so I see you guys making plans accordingly. So I love that energy for you. Stepping into your next 24 hours, you see a very clear path ahead of what you want to do. So essentially, Sagittarians here have figured out their shit. You have figured out here your path to happiness, which I really like for you. All right? All right, Saggy, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. That's cool, man. I remember, like, you know, going through certain phases of my life where I was like, I don't know what's going to fulfill me. I don't know what's going to make me happy. But then when I saw the clear path of, like, what actually made me happy in my life, I was like, whoa. Like, I can't believe it. Now I have my future figured out. It's a really good feeling to have your future figured out, you know? All right, baby. So we finished up the fire. We're going to go ahead and do fire, water, air, earth just for today. So let's go ahead and go to our water signs and see what's going on with the amazing Scorpio gang. What's up, baby? By the way, hello, Julia. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it so much. And appreciate everybody else up here in the chat as well. Thank you guys so much for joining. What do we got going on here for Scorpio, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. I definitely feel like you guys are showing up pretty fast today, so let's get one more shuffle, and we'll see what we have, Scorpio. Hopefully all is well. Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to be the Four of Pentacles. Taking a look here at your current energy, we do have here the King of Pentacles. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we got here the Ten of Cups. And then lastly for you, Scorpio, is going to be the Hermit card. So, stepping on into Scorpio's next 24 hours, Four of Pentacles here all the way to the King of Pentacles. Kind of looks to me like what's going on right now is you're holding on to something that you feel is bringing in some sort of abundance for you. Typically, this is the energy of like holding on to something that makes you happy, holding on to something that makes you feel stable, makes you feel secure. Some of you guys here I'm seeing might be scared to be spending money right now. You might have come into a good amount of money or into a good deal of money. You might be scared to spend it. Maybe this is about storing it away for safekeeping. That could be the vibe coming in here for a few of you. But essentially what I'm feeling here for you is that you have something that you really feel is abundant in your life right now, and you're doing your best to hold on to it. You're not trying to let go. Having a look at what it is you're dealing with, though, you are dealing with the Ten of Cups, so whatever it is you're holding on to here is incredibly fulfilling to you, but looking at the outcome here being the Hermit, this is where things get a little bit tricky. So Scorpio, you have something right now that you care about, you have something that's good, but at the same time, it is taking away time from other things. With the Hermit card showing up over here being the outcome, it almost makes me feel that other people are looking at you as the Hermit. It's almost like other people are viewing you as, where has Scorpio been? You know, I haven't seen Scorpio for a while, I haven't contacted Scorpio for a while, so you might be in a period of time in your life right now where you have something good, aka maybe a few of you Scorpios recently got into a relationship. If you got into a relationship, maybe your friends feel like they never see you anymore because you're always with your partner. Maybe your family feels like they never see you anymore because you're always with your partner. If you're a Scorpio who recently started getting a lot of success in their work, a lot of success in their career, maybe your friends and family feel like they never see you anymore because you're so focused up on that. So I kind of feel like what this reading is entailing is that it's talking about bringing back more balance into your life, especially because you are enjoying something in your life right now, which is overall a very positive thing, but it does seem to me like you're taking away time from other things or other people in your life, and that is where things can get a little bit rocky. That's where things can get a little bit off balance. So Scorpios, let's say right now you're in a relationship and you love it, it's going great, it's going fantastically, that's awesome, but also make sure to reinvest in your friends, reinvest in your family, make sure you're putting time aside for that. For Scorpios that are doing wonderful in their career, I love that for you, but definitely make time to see family and friends too. You know, bring in that perfect balance where you guys can, because the more and more you get involved with what it is that you care about, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, okay? I understand, you know, being involved and being happy and having something good right in front of you, but it's going to be throwing you off balance furthermore, okay? So Scorpios, what I'd say here for you jumping into your next 24 hours is try to find that happy balance, that happy medium. You know, definitely do what you enjoy, be with the people you enjoy, but also make time for the other things in your life that need your attention as well, all right? Try not to get too wrapped up into a situation as it could have potential negative results, all right? All right, Scorpio, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So, we finished up our fire, we did our water, jumping on in here to the air signs. Let's have a look here at the Gemini gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got coming up here for Team Gemini, please? Messages for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Gemini, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we will see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Gemini, overall energy for you is going to be the Empress in reverse. You might be connecting with a Libra here for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, we do got the Ace of Wands. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got here the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And then lastly, for the Gemini peeps, we do have here the Two of Swords in the reverse. So, stepping on into the next 24 hours for you, Gemini, Empress in the reverse here, all the way to the Ace of Wands upright. What this does feel like to me is that you're in a position right now where you don't feel like things are growing, so you want to start something new, you want to start something fresh. It's almost like, Gemini, you feel like something here has peaked and it's not going to peak anymore. For example, let's say you started a business, right? You did everything you could, you tried to grow this business, but ultimately you felt like you hit a wall. You felt like you hit a stagnant place you couldn't recover from. You're like, instead of trying to revive a business that I already feel is kind of tanked to the ground, I'm just going to go ahead and start fresh. I'm going to go ahead and start new. You know, the same thing could be said here about relationships. The same thing here could be said about certain types of dreams. So you invested a lot of time into something, Gemini, but ultimately you feel like you can't go any further than what you got. You know, you felt like you only got so far in a situation, and with that being being said, you'd rather start new and see if maybe you can go even further with something else. So looking at what it is you're dealing with right now, you're dealing with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. You're not in a period of time where you're trying to nurture something back to its position. You're ultimately trying to just go forward. And I do feel like that's going to be your final decision here with the Two of Swords in the reverse. So Geminis, you might have started something, and maybe you feel like you got to the point where it's like, all right, this is as far as this situation is going to get. I don't feel like it's going to go any further. I don't feel like it's going to grow anymore. So I'd rather start something new and see if I can grow and expand on that new thing. You know, like I mentioned about the business thing, you might have started a business. Maybe you felt like you could only take that business so far. And because you can't take that business any further, I'd rather start a new one that maybe I can take way further than I ever even imagined. You know, for some of you guys, it could be about a relationship. You might feel like you and your partner got to a point and, you know, there's nowhere further from there. There's nowhere else to go from that point. And maybe you feel like you'd rather experience a relationship with somebody else to potentially have a further growing relationship. So there's this level of stagnancy that you feel like you can't move past in a situation in your life, and you rather give yourself the opportunity to do something else or be involved in a different situation so that there is no stagnancy, but there's more growth, okay? So that's what I see showing up here for you, and I don't think that's necessarily such a bad thing. You know, I do believe there are certain situations in life that are going to get to a stagnant point where we can't really grow past that, you know? So I think that it is important sometimes to, you know, explore the other options that we have in front of us. So Geminis, this is essentially you guys exploring other options, seeing what else is out there, and what else you could potentially grow more in your life versus the situation you were just dealing with. All right. So of course, take that how it resonates, whether it resonates in love, resonates in business, resonates in wealth. Of course, take it how it resonates to you. All right. All right, Gemini, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our fire, we did our water, we did our air, jumping on into the earth sign. Let's have a look here at the beautiful Virgo gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got coming up here for Team Virgo, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Virgo, we're going to get one last and final shuffle, and we will see what we got, baby. Hopefully all is well. Virgo, overall energy for you is going to be the Page of Wands in reverse. You could be connecting here with a fire sign for a few of ya. Looking at your current energy, we got the Five of Wands in reverse. What it is you're dealing with, we do have here the Tower in reverse. And then lastly for Virgo is going to be the Queen of Cups in reverse. So as far as what I can see here for Virgo, I definitely see that you could be dealing with a Scorpio for a few of ya. But Page of Wands reversed to the Five of Wands reversed, you're not really interested anymore in some sort of hostile or toxic kind of environment. You know, the Five of Wands could represent an environment that's filled with drama, toxicity, or somebody here who's kind of just bringing negativity to the table. So what I feel here for you, Virgo, is that you're trying to escape that negativity. You just have no interest in it anymore, and you have no more time to put your energy into situations that are not positive and that are not really helping you in your highest of good. I mean, looking at what you're dealing with right now, you're dealing with the Tower card in reverse. Virgo, you are not afraid here to be a hermit stepping into the next 24 hours. I definitely feel like you are not afraid to cut things off easily or to ghost situations easily. It's like, if I'm not feeling a good vibe, I'm not going to be here, because what I'm attracted to is a good time, okay? So my Virgos here are looking for nothing more than good vibes and good times, and if you feel something is not right for you, you're not going to be attracted to it. You're not going to be invested into it. I mean, looking at the outcome that's present, Queen of Cups in reverse, what this is telling me is that you're being very cautious and very mindful of what you're giving your emotions to and what you're giving your feelings to. You know, this is the recognition that my emotional state of being is the most important thing to me right now at this time, and I'm not going to invest myself emotionally into situations that are going to make me feel low vibrational. So Virgos, this could be the energy here of just like no longer hanging out with a certain group of friends because maybe you feel like they bring nothing good to the table. It could be about walking out of a partnership that might be deemed a little bit toxic, walking away from family members that you may feel are a little bit irritating or have been a little bit toxic or a little bit too much to handle. You know, this is the energy of just saying, listen, I have no problem right now walking away from anything that I don't feel is serving in my highest of good and that isn't bringing me a good vibe or a good time. So Virgos, you're not afraid here to be a hermit. It's like I'd rather be connected and by myself and chilling with myself rather than any sort of situations that I feel are negative and that are just going to bring me down. So Virgos, you guys here have no tolerance for negativity. You are keeping it popping and you're keeping it positive, all right? All right, baby. So we just finished up our first batch of zodiac signs for today. Moving on to our second batch now. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Aries gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up here for the zodiac signs of Aries? Messages for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Aries, we're going to get ourselves one last and final shuffle, and then we'll see what we got going on for the Ram fam, baby. Let's go ahead and have a look. Aries, overall energy for you is going to be the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You might be connecting here with an earth sign. Looking at your current energy, we do have here the Ace of Pentacles. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we got the Knight of Wands in reverse. And then lastly for you is going to be the Nine of Wands. So, Aries, taking a look at your reading, guys. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, followed up here with the Ace of Pentacles. I definitely feel like you're putting a situation to a halt. And this is what's funny. This is why the universe is very ironic. Every time we decide to give up on a situation or we decide to stop doing something is when we get everything we wanted all along. You know, the universe is very fond of just giving us tons of resistance. But then the moment that we stop fighting, it's like, oh, here you go. You can have what you want. So I definitely see here for Aries in the next 24 hours, if you end up putting something to a halt in your life, chances are what you were trying to get the entire time is going to manifest like that for you. For example, if you have been chasing after love, the moment you give up on chasing love, boom, you meet a person who's really freaking awesome and a connection is born. You know, if you've been chasing after money and nonstop, you have felt like I can't get a job, I can't tie one down. The moment you give up, suddenly a job opportunity comes in for you. You know, this is definitely the energy areas of like once you stop quitting, once you take a step, or not stop quitting, once you stop chasing something, that's when it directly comes towards you. Having a look at what it is you're dealing with. You're dealing with the Knight of Wands in reverse, which is also another card representing that you're no longer chasing. And with the outcome here being the Nine of Wands, this is kind of the energy of like really holding back your feelings and emotions and really holding back doing anything at all. So Aries, essentially, you're about to manifest something in the next 24 hours by not doing anything at all. And I know that that sounds incredibly counterintuitive. It sounds like, yo, what is this guy talking about? But most of the time when we are chasing after what we want, we are actually making it run away from us. For example, if a person in the middle of the street starts running after you and starts chasing you, what is your natural instinct to do? You're gonna run the fuck away. If some random person is chasing me, dude, I am running as fast as I can to get away from that individual. Think of that in the same terms of energy. If you're chasing money, money wants to get away from you. If you're chasing love, love wants to get away from you. If you're chasing anything, it always wants to get away from you, whether physical or energetic. So the moment you stop the chase is when it kind of has the time to come towards you, okay? So I do feel here for you. It's like, you know, the moment you give up is like exactly when what you want comes and knocks on your doorstep. All right, Aries, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And by the way, if you guys have not experienced this energy yet, but you are in the middle of chasing something, I would recommend taking a step back. Let what you want come towards you. All right, when you're a person who knows that you're worthy and deserving of what it is you want, you don't have to chase it. It's going to head your way nonetheless. All right, baby. So we finished up our beautiful fire, jumping on into the water signs now. Let's have a look here at the Pisces gang. What do we got going on for the fish, baby? Messages for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got coming up here for Team Pisces, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Pisces, let's see what we got going on for the fish. Pisces, overall energy for you is going to be a Nine of Wands. So there's something here that you're not opening up about is what I'm seeing for you. Looking at your current energy, we do got here the Two of Swords in reverse. Having a look at what it is Pisces are dealing with, we got here the Six of Swords in reverse. And then lastly for the Piscean, what do we have? And we have here the Ten of Swords in reverse. So looking into your next 24 hours, Pisces, we got here the Nine of Wands to the Two of Swords in reverse. I feel like you are taking something here and you are choosing not to open up about it. It seems to me like that's a final decision because you do have the Two of Swords showing up here in the reverse position. So Pisces, you're saying to yourself, final choice here, final decision here. I'm choosing to keep something to myself. Looking at what it is you're dealing with the Six of Swords in reverse. So it feels to me like this is not the first time you have chosen to keep something to yourself, Pisces. I feel like you have given somebody here a chance for you to be open and honest with them and for you to be able to have trust with them. But it almost feels to me like trust was broken, and this is not the first time it's happened. So Pisces, intuitively what I feel for you in your next 24 hours is you're choosing to not trust somebody going forward because this is now another time they have broken your trust. Looking at the outcome that's present, Ten of Swords in reverse, granted that this individual has broken your trust, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to cut them off completely, but I feel like you're just going to be very careful about what it is you tell somebody or a specific person going forward. So Pisces, this is very much so the energy here of making sure that you keep things to yourself. And when you do open up to certain people, you're opening up to the people that you know are trustworthy and that you know you can trust overall. I definitely feel like in the next 24 hours, you're choosing to withdraw your trust from someone because chances are they may have broken it, and chances are it's not the first time. I'm definitely hearing they broke your trust again, meaning that this has happened once or has happened many more times. So you are no longer giving somebody here your trust. I don't see you completely cutting off the person, but they will not be getting the inside scoop or the 411 on what's going on here in Piscean's life. All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. By the way, Pisces love, thank you for the $4.99. I hope you had an awesome birthday and have a happy Thursday. Thank you, my love. I actually had a really awesome and solid birthday yesterday. It was pretty rad. I had an overall fun day, so thank you. I appreciate that. And happy Thursday to you as well. All right, baby. So we did our water, we did our fire, jumping on in here to the air sign. Let's have a look here at Team Libra. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for the Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here for Team Libra, please? Messages for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Libra, let's get one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Libra, overall energy for you is going to be the Temperance card. I definitely feel like you're in a very fun kind of energy. I don't know, I was kind of getting like the imagery of like a party. Some of you guys might be going to a party today, or maybe you got a party coming up tomorrow on Friday. But I feel this vibe here for you where you're having a lot of fun here. You seem to be in a very chillaxed kind of mood. It's like you're taking a load off here. So I don't feel much stress for you in the next 24 hours. I feel very lighthearted energy actually coming off of this Temperance. Having a look here at your current energy, we do got the Magician, which is cool. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we got here the Knight of Swords. And then lastly for you, Libra, we have here the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So Libra, stepping on into your next 24 hours, Temperance card here to the Magician. You're showing up for something. You might be showing up for a friend or showing up for a friend's party. You might be going to somebody's event in support for that person. That's just a random message for some of you Libras out there, but I definitely feel like you're showing up tomorrow in your highest form of vibration. That's what the Magician and the Temperance here is saying. Libra is showing up in their highest vibing form. Having a look at what it is you're dealing with the Knight of Swords, meaning that you're very talkative in the next 24 hours. I think you're going to be very open. I think you're going to be in a period of time where you're talking. You love connecting with people. You love communicating. Tomorrow might be a very good time to meet new people, Libra. So for those of you that are going to some sort of event, or if you're going to a party, it's actually a really good time to mix and mingle because you might come out meeting some new people, gathering some new friends, or maybe even picking up some new potential lovers, okay? There might be a little bit of flirtiness going on over here too for some of you Libras as well. So what I can definitely say here for you is that you're going to be in a very talkative, high-vibing kind of energy moving into the next 24 hours. Looking at the outcome here being the Queen of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse here says as well, the only thing I can tell you, Libra, is just be mindful of oversharing, okay? That's what I feel here with the outcome showing up. It's like when a Libra is in a good mood, maybe sometimes they can feel a little bit too comfortable to the point where you might be oversharing some things that you may regret a little later on telling some people. So Libras, what I will say for you is that it seems like an overall really positive and enjoyable day. You look very good. You feel very good. You're in a super high vibing energy. Just be mindful of what you do actually open up about. Try not to overshare certain things that you may feel like you'd regret doing in the near future, all right? So try to put a little bit of a filter on yourself if there are certain things that you want to keep to yourself, okay? This energy is kind of giving me the vibes of like alcohol, so I don't know if you're drinking tomorrow. Maybe you're drinking or having a party. I keep getting party type of vibes, but whether or not it's a party or whether or not you're just having a good time and you're in a good mood, just be mindful of the certain things that you share with people because you might overshare something you didn't want want to, okay? So just be mindful of that. Try to be mindful of like what you end up saying to certain types of people, okay? So that's what I got here for you. That's the only warning sign though that I see for your next 24 hours. Other than that, you're in a good mood, you're in a good energy, and it seems pretty overall positive. I love that for you. All right, Libra's out here living their best life, baby. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our water, we did our fire, we did our earth, we did our air, excuse me, jumping on into our earth signs now. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Capricorn gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Cappy. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up here for Team Capricorn, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Oh, that sounds fun, Eve. Shout out to Vegas, man. I still haven't been able to go to Las Vegas. That is definitely something on my bucket list, though. That sounds like a good time. I hope you're having fun over there. All right. What do we got going on here for Cappy? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what's up, baby. Cappy, overall energy for you is showing up as the Two of Pentacles in reverse. You could be dealing with a fellow earth sign for a few of you. Having a look here at your current energy, we do got the Four of Swords in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got here the Five of Pentacles. And then lastly for you is going to be the King of Swords. So for my Capricorn peeps, stepping on into your next 24 hours, Two of Pentacles reversed to the Four of Swords in reverse. Essentially, I think that you're jumping back into something. I think you're getting ready here to reach back out, Capricorn, to somebody that you have iced out, okay? I'm getting the vibes here, Capricorn, that you have banished somebody to the ice realm, okay? This is the energy of Capricorn saying, fine, okay? I will reach back out to the person that I've casted out of my life, okay? So this seems to be your vibe in your next 24 hours. You're getting ready here to reach out to somebody that you have left out in the cold. You're saying, I have left them in the head of winter for quite a long time. Let me go ahead and talk to them and sort and straighten things out. I mean, looking at the outcome that's present, we do got here the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a very stern and serious type of card. I do feel like with the King of Swords showing up over here, though, it also is the card as well of having an open, honest, and truthful conversation and where you guys can understand where you stand with somebody. So Capricorns, if you've been icing somebody out for a while, if you have been exiling or casting somebody out of your life for quite some time, stepping into the next 24 hours, I feel like you're going to be putting yourself back into that person's life, having a conversation with them, and trying to really see where you stand with this individual. You're like, I've given somebody the cold shoulder for so long now. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. Let's figure out where we stand, and then we'll know where we can go from here. So for any Capricorns that resonate with that energy, I do expect a conversation coming up in the next 24 hours. I'm not sure entirely how it will go, but it does feel to me like it will be a very truthful and honest conversation, and at the end of it, you'll have the clarity to know where you stand going forward with whomever this individual is, okay? All right, Capricorns. I like that for you, actually. It's good when we have those types of conversations because when you can know where you stand with somebody, that is all the clarity that you need, okay? All right, man. So we finished off our second batch of zodiac signs for today. Going on to the last and final batch, we're going to have a look here at the Leo gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Team Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here for Team Leo, please? Messages for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and get ourselves one more shuffle, baby, and we'll see what we got going on for the Lions. Hopefully, my Lions are well. Leo, overall energy for you is going to be the Magician. You could be connecting here with a Virgo for a few of you. Having a look at your current energy, we got the Three of Swords in the reverse position. Looking at what you're dealing with, we do have here the King of Swords upright. And then looking at your outcome, we do have here the Ace of Swords. So for the Leos stepping into their next 24 hours, Magician here all the way to the Three of Swords in reverse. Does give me the vibe here that you are showing up now in your life after healing from some sort of situation. You feel like you can put yourself back out there now, Leo. For those of you that have gone through breakups or for those of you that have gone through really tough situations in your romantic life, I feel like the Magician in this situation is saying, hey, I'm back out here. I'm ready. I'm open. I'm ready to see what can come my way. So for those Leos that have kind of been in a position of healing for quite some time, you might be ready to be open again to dating other people or to getting to know people. For Leos in in general that have kind of just been struggling or that have been having any sort of painful events they've been healing from, you're back involved in your life again. You feel like you can be vulnerable. You feel like you can be open to good times. You feel like you can be open to good things. I just think you're in the space right now, Leo, where you are not really in that energy of healing and being in hermit mode. It's like, I'm open, I'm out, I'm ready to see what the universe has to offer me. Taking a look at what you're dealing with the King of Swords. Now, it doesn't mean that you're not picking wisely, though, because King of Swords means, but I have boundaries, and I'm going to make sure that those boundaries are reinforced. I'm going to make sure that those boundaries are respected. So for Leos coming into the next 24 hours, you're saying to yourself, I'll be open again to experiences with people. I'll be open again to being vulnerable on a certain type of level, but I'm making sure that my boundaries are going to be upheld and that my boundaries are going to be respected. So nobody is going to walk all over Leos anymore going forward. Having a look here at the outcome that's present, we got here the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords here says, I want to live my truth. I want to live exactly who I am. I want to be exactly who I am, but I also want to be true to myself and what it is that I'm worthy and deserving of. The moment that I catch the feeling that somebody is not treating me with the way that I should be treated and how I deserve to be treated is the moment where they'll no longer have the opportunity to treat me any type of way. So Leos, you're very serious now about how you're going to be treated going forward, about making sure you're getting what you're worthy and deserving of, and about not having people cross those boundaries that you are now putting into place. You are making sure that you are protecting yourself as you continue to go forward, and that's not a bad thing at all. Everybody deserves to have boundaries, and once those boundaries are crossed, that is something that you can enforce whichever and however you would like to do, okay? So Leo, I feel like you're getting ready to come back into the limelight. You're no longer in hermit mode. You're no longer healing, but you are making sure that nobody's going to have any sort of opportunity to overstep your boundaries and treat you like a doormat, period, okay? So you're coming back quite strong, Leo, is what I see here for you. I love it. Let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our fire. We also did our, nope, we only did our fire. Jumping on into our water signs. Let's take a look here and see what we got going on for the Cancer gang. What's going on, baby? Messages for Team Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up here for Team Cancer, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Cancerian, let's see what we got for you, baby. Cancer, overall energy for you is going to be the Six of Swords. You could be connecting here with a air sign for a few of you. Looking at your current energy, Cancer. Three of Swords reversed, what you're dealing with. Page of Wands reversed, and then lastly for you is going to be the Eight of Swords. By the way, Cancers, happy birthday to you guys. Happy Cancer season. I hope you all are well. So, stepping on into your next 24 hours, the Six of Swords here to the Three of Swords in reversed. What this is indicating to me is that you are ready here to move on from a situation. As you're moving on from something, it appears to me that you no longer have interest in it. But at the same time, we still have an Eight of Swords showing up for your outcome here. And what I'm trying to feel, or what I kind of feel, I guess, what this Eight of Swords is saying is, like, granted, you're moving on from something. It's easy to move on from the person, but it's not easy to move on from the way that they made you feel. Cancers are going to understand that one. That one's going to hit home real quick right after I said that, right? It's like it's easy to move on from the person, but it wasn't necessarily easy to move on from how they made me feel. Because the feeling is ideally what sits with you. It's not necessarily the person. So moving into your next 24 hours, that is where you've kind of hit a wall. It's like, yeah, I'm over the person. I'm able to let them go. I'm able to live my life without somebody here, but the way they made me feel, that's what's still sitting with me. That's what I still need to kind of heal, and that's what I'm still thinking about. So Cancers, the way somebody affected you is what is still with you, and ideally I think that's what needs the most attention in healing overall. Moving on from a person is easy. Moving on from how they made you feel is a whole different ballgame. So I'm not sure what feelings they left with you and what feelings you're sitting with right now. You might be in the period of time where you're sitting with feelings of insecurity. You could be sitting with feelings of sadness. You could be sitting with feelings of anger. You could be sitting with feelings of resentment. But the more that those feelings here are kind of ignored, or the more that these feelings here aren't paid attention to, the worse and worse you're going to feel. So for my Cancers here, moving into the next 24 hours that are dealing with this exact energy, my best advice to you is start getting down to the nitty-gritty of why you feel the way you do. One of my greatest exercises that I tend to do when I'm feeling some type of way is I like to question myself on why I feel that way. What you guys could do is that in the next 24 hours, take a piece of like loose leaf paper, get a notebook, whatever you want to. And what I would do is I would write down exactly how you've been feeling. Then put the question right next to it, why? Why am I feeling this way? And what I urge you to do is after you look at why you're feeling a certain way, or if you look at what you're feeling, let's say, for example, Cancer, you've been feeling insecure, right? I've been feeling insecure. Then write why. Then what you're going to do is after you finish writing all the feelings you have, I want you to start looking at why you have that feeling. And the first thing that comes to mind is what I want you guys to write down. Because the first thing that comes to mind is going to give you the answer that ends up unfolding exactly why you're feeling that way. So try this exercise. It might help you get down to the nitty-gritty of why you're feeling the way you are. But ultimately, Cancerian, once you guys have your feelings figured out, that's exactly what's going to help you have that stepping stone of officially moving forward. Once again, it's very easy to move on from the person, that surface level shit, but the way they made you feel, that's the deep stuff. So when we get down to why we're feeling the way we feel, then we can start to address those feelings and we can start to address how to move forward from them and release that, okay? All right, Cancer, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did all the water signs. We also did all the fire signs. Jumping on into our air signs now, we're going to have a look here at the Aquarius. Okay, what do we got going on here for Aqua? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up here for Team Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Aqua, we're going to go ahead and take a look and get one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Aquarian, overall energy for you is going to be the Tower in reverse. You might be dealing with a Scorpio for a few of you. Taking a look here at your current energy, we do got the Page of Swords. Looking at what Aquarius is dealing with, you are dealing with the King of Cups in reverse. And then lastly for you is going to be the Justice card in the reverse. So, Aquarius, looking at your next 24 hours, guys, Tower in reverse here to the Page of Swords. Essentially, you're kind of looking at something from a distance. Tower card says you're avoiding it, but Page of Swords here says, I'm avoiding it, but I'm also looking at something from a distance right now. Taking a look at what you're dealing with. King of Cups in reverse. Somebody here hasn't been super compassionate recently, or somebody here hasn't really been in a good mood. You could be connecting with somebody who's relatively grumpy, or somebody here who hasn't actually been the nicest to you recently, and you're not sure what changed this person's energy exactly, but, you're keeping an eye on them. So you're not going to let somebody here treat you like crap, that's for sure. That's why you're straight up avoiding them, but you're watching in the distance so that you can kind of come up with the answer or find the information as to what changed in somebody that you were pretty close to. I mean, looking at the outcome here being the Justice card in reverse, you don't believe that it's personally fair how this individual has been treating you, and most importantly, you don't see how this happened. You don't see how this whole situation did kind of a 180 degree. So Aquarius, for those of you guys that are dealing with people in your life who kind of switched up suddenly, without any sort of reasoning behind it, you're definitely not supporting their behavior, you're not standing by their behavior, you've distanced yourself, but you're also still remaining to watch from a distance to try to piece together what the heck happened. It's like, something here isn't adding up. We were cool one day, then suddenly something changed in your life, and then I wasn't liking the energy that you were bringing to the table, okay? So Aquarius, somebody here did a complete 180, seems very sudden, seems out of nowhere, and you're taking a step back right now and keeping your eye on them. You're not personally talking to them, you're not hanging around them, your energy is separate from theirs, but you're keeping an eye on them from a distance to try to piece together maybe what potentially could have happened that made somebody go from being someone super connected to you and then suddenly being this being that you don't even resonate with and that you feel like you don't really know. So this happens sometimes, people can change significantly rather quickly, and it can affect the relationships that we have with those types of people. And you may get an answer, Aquarius, you may not get an answer. There's definitely a reason behind it, but whether or not you get that answer, time will only tell. My best advice, though, for you guys is that you did the right thing. The moment you feel that you're not being treated as you should be, you have every right to walk away. And if the person you're dealing with is not going to fix that behavior that they are sending your way, then it kind of just is what it is. It doesn't matter how much a person changes. You should still treat people that you care about with the most dignity and utmost respect and love. You know, you can't take what you're going through personally and take that out on other people. So whether or not this person's going through it, Aquarius, you just don't like the way they've been behaving. And I see you guys taking a step back here and kind of watching from the sidelines and trying to piece it all together. But whether you get that answer or not, it's not fair how they were treating you, and hopefully things will change, you know? And keep in mind, if a person did do a 180 degree into something that you didn't resonate with, it doesn't mean that they can't do another 180 degrees and figure their shit out and apologize. You know, things may work out for you. So as of right now, things are pretty unbalanced, things are pretty rough, but you never know. My best advice, Aqua, leave the situation alone, leave the person alone, and see what happens in the future. You know, if they end up coming back towards you and apologizing and explaining why they were behaving the way they were, maybe something can be worked out there going forward. But if the person you're dealing with says nothing at all, then that's your answer, because silence really does speak volumes, okay? All right, Aquarius, I love you guys. I know it's a bit of a rough situation, but play it by ear, let it resolve itself, take a break from it, and just see what happens, okay? All right, baby, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all of the air, all of the water, and all of the fire. Last but not least, baby, let's see what we got going on here for the beautiful Taurus gang. What do we got going on for the bull gang, baby? Messages for Team Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here for the bull gang, please? Messages for Team Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my beautiful bull gang, let's get ourselves one last and final shuffle, and we will see what we got, baby. Hopefully, we're looking at some awesome stuff. Taurus, overall energy for you is going to be the 8 of Swords. Taking a look here at your current energy, we got a 3 of Swords in reverse. Looking at what my bull gang is dealing with, you're dealing with the Ace of Swords, and then lastly for you is going to be the 10 of Cups. Cool, so I like the outcome here, because the outcome is something that's relatively positive for sure. So Taurus, stepping on into your next 24 hours, 8 of Swords here, all the way to the 3 of Swords in reverse. I think that right now you can think about a situation without feeling any type of sadness or any type of pain at all. It's like I can look at a situation right now inside of my mind and not really feel nothing towards it. I mean, taking a look at what you're dealing with the Ace of Swords, which is the art of detachment. Every time you see the Ace of Swords, it's the energy of being able to successfully detach from a situation, and it also is the ability to really tap into your honesty or tap into your truth. So Taurus, looking at your next 24 hours, I feel like this is about tapping into the truth that you have fully disconnected yourself from a situation. You very much so emotionally detached from someone or something, and I think it brings you a great deal of joy that you were able to separate yourself and that you were able to detach from whomever or whatever the situation was, because it seems to me like you had very high feelings and very high, feelings connected and tethered to something, but now that it's always, completely separated, you feel good about that. You're like, ooh, I don't feel so heavy anymore. I don't feel so burdened anymore. I don't feel so anymore because I cared about something so much. Now that I'm able to detach from a situation emotionally, I genuinely feel freaking free. So for Taurians here, this could be the energy that maybe you were in love with somebody or you had a connection with somebody possibly that you felt like you couldn't get away from or that you felt like you couldn't detach from. This could be the energy of something that happened in your life that maybe you felt like you never were going to be able to get over. But overall here, Taurus, looking at the outcome being the 10 of Cups, and especially looking at what it is you're dealing with, you can now officially say you're happy that you have detached and that you have let go from a specific situation in your life. It was something that you might have felt like you were never going to move past. So as you have successfully moved past whatever this situation is, you're feeling pretty heckin' good. I love that for you guys. It is such an awesome and liberating feeling when we're officially able to let go of something, and you'll know when you're officially over something when you can think about it and not feel a dang thing at all. So Taurus, super happy for you. Glad you guys are in a space where you've detached from something successfully, and I'm happy to see that you're feeling free and liberated, because it can be incredibly burdensome having some sort of attachment or being in an energy where you miss somebody or where you're in a situation where you want to be with somebody that doesn't want to be with you, or vice versa. When you're super connected to something that you can't be together with, it is super frustrating, it's super burdening, it's super heavy. But being able to be free from that, it's a wonderful feeling. going. So happy to see that for my fellow Taurians. Hopefully you guys are feeling really, really awesome with this 10 of Cups energy, because I do like that a lot for you. All right, my bull gang, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. All right, guys, thank you all so much, man, for coming out to the daily reading. Really, really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If it resonates, let me know down on those comments down below. Shout out to the peeps that come out Monday through Friday. Thank you for your love, everybody. Thank you for your support. You are all super duper appreciated. Guys, thank you so much, by the way, yesterday for all of your birthday wishes. Really, really appreciate it. I had an awesome birthday yesterday. It was a great and fun time. Now I'm on year 23. I'm going to go ahead and kick 23's ass. I'm looking towards a fantastic rest of my year. And thank you guys for spending time with me, man. It's always appreciated. Hopefully you guys stick with me throughout the rest of this year and we make it a fantastic one. But thank you all so much for everybody who sent in donations. Thank you guys for that too. Helps out a lot more than you know. Really, really appreciate your generosity. I do want to say, guys, I'm sorry for the lack of content other than daily readings for this week. I've had a pretty busy week and I haven't had a lot of time to put out other content. So I know that it might be, you know, a little bit annoying only seeing daily readings and not seeing any other types of content. But don't worry, guys. I'm going to get started on those July readings shortly, and I'm going to be doing my best to get them out to you as quickly as possible. So just hang on out for a little bit, and I'll get it up as quickly as I can. But thank you guys, though, for those of you that tune into these dailies, man. Shout out to you. I've been going like 4 years strong of doing this. I'm surprised most of y'all ain't bored of me yet, but thank you for being here, man, and thank you for still enjoying and hanging out. It's really, really awesome, and I appreciate it a lot, guys. I really do. By the way, if you're new here and you fucks with the channel and you fucks with the vibes, come on down and subscribe, baby. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I would appreciate that as well. But y'all, I love you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a very happy and awesome Thursday, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Much love to my soul family, and have yourselves a good one. Later, guys. Peace. Mojo, thank you so much for the 10. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much, my love. Later, guys.